Good morning. So today is day one of my furlong from work, whatever you want to call it. Please bear with me. This is the first time I've ever done this, editing the lot, but I wanted to try something new. So let's see how it goes. So today is Monday, the 6th of April. Obviously, as you've heard, the coronavirus is going on. Me and my other half are both off work. I started first day today. He's been off for 2 weeks, lucky devil. But it's a bit of an odd feeling. So it's 11:15. I was getting hungry. The other half is sleeping in the other room. I kicked him out last night. It was a bit too loud. So I'm eating Aldi's version of Ritz crackers. They're really nice. You would not know the difference. I don't. So what's the bet? And the fact they're cheaper is even better. Just trying to keep hydrated. I've just got some squash here in my favourite bottle, which is the Typo bottle. There's a shop around where I live, and I love Friends, so kind of a good combination. It's a litre as well, so it's really great to keep hydrated in these difficult times. So today my plan is to create a list of all the things I want to do over the next, 3 weeks plus. Obviously it's an unknown time. I want to try and get hold of this editing and see if I can upload a few videos, so please bear with me. I'm not very good at these things. Oh god, I look so tired. My eyebrows need doing, and also my nails need doing, but third world problems. I am trying to file my nails down because they just get so long and I'm scared to break them. I also went to college for cooking or catering, as you might want to call it. So my aim is to try and focus on food, and just try and cook a bit more, because basically when I went into full-time work, food went completely out the window. It was convenient, things like that. So just trying to make things homemade. I watch a girl called Sophie on YouTube. She's great. She's trying to be more self-sufficient, and it's great to get some recipe ideas. So please bear with me. I'm going to try my best, and we'll see how it goes. So, day one, the list. So, I'm going to work on my list today. So, as probably many of you are finding with all this time on your hand with not working or working from home, you're finding that you have so much time to do things. So, I cheekily have a list on my phone that my stepdad, I try to want him to work on. I'm not good with DIY decorating, anything like that. So I had a list on my phone that he could slowly work through, and the things that I wanted to do. I have a really bad memory, so lists are my absolute hero, because basically I will then suddenly remember actually what I want them to do. So basically, I have decided I'm going to make my way through this list slowly but surely, and I'm going to slowly go through it bit by bit, and maybe try and teach myself how to do things, but also learn to trust myself with these sorts of things. So on the list on my phone is, and you want to paint the kitchen. So we've been in this flat, it'll be 3 years in November this year, and the kitchen is a bit of an odd one. It's an L shape. With a little bit round to the corner. One wall is like a grey, steely white colour. It's an odd colour. And then the cooker wall, as I call it, is actually bright orange. Now, if you look round the corner behind the fridge, you can actually see where the previous owner has painted and just gone, yeah, that will do. So actually, if you pull the fridge forward, it was actually the original colour. And I'd hate to think, but I'll have to do it one day. So actually, that's one thing I've always wanted to do. So I was going to get my stepdad to do it. He painted our hallway in our previous place, and he also painted the living room here, and he did such a good job you would not know that it's done by a non-professional. Obviously he doesn't charge me, but I try and give him something, just a little thank you. So kitchen's one thing. I also want to paint our bathroom, again from the previous owners. My phone will not now unlock. They had some decorations around the flat, and especially in the bathroom, they had this seahorse behind the toilet on the wall, and it's actually now left a dusty, dirty mark of a seahorse. So I have a seahorse ornament that I don't actually have on the wall. So either find a way of cleaning that, or actually want to repaint. The paint in there is no longer white, so I actually want to make that white again, just to refreshen it. It does need a good clean. I do keep the house rather clean, or flat should I say, so hopefully we'll get that done. So the next thing on my list was to replace the carpets. Now, we have replaced the carpet in the living dining room area already. We have got a roller carpet in our spare bedroom. But we've decided to leave that to it for now, because obviously we can't get anyone in to do it, and also my stepdad's out of action because he's also at home, he can't go anywhere, so we're going to leave that to it. So yeah, it is mainly painting. I have ordered off Amazon. I would not know what to do without Amazon. I have bought, because we were left over paints from the previous owner, so we have the exact colours, so that's a good start. We just needed the actual paintbrushes, etc. So waiting for that. So while we're waiting for that, I'm going to introduce you to one of my guilty pleasures, Mrs. Hinch. Now, I have all 3 of her books. She has been brilliant. I took this on holiday. I suffer from anxiety, and to hear that somebody else who you would not know actually suffers from it also does, it really relaxed me. And the fact that I could learn things that I would not necessarily learn from my parents and things like that, and it was great to have somebody I could listen to, talk to, kind of, if you know what I mean, but in my head. From a book, it's great. So yeah, definitely recommend that one. Her second one was an activity journal. Now, I will talk it into a different video, but I actually had a horrible car accident about a year ago on April the 15th, 2019. My car got completely written off. I was hit by a lorry, but I'll explain that in another video. And this really pulled me through it. I really struggled with just keeping upbeat and happy, and I really struggled. So I bought this when it came out, and she's basically filled it with lists and little activities, including colouring. I haven't done a lot of it, but I have done bits and pieces. Excuse the bookmark falling out there. But yeah, it was just good motivation, and she uses lists like I do, so actually getting me back into that habit was really good. I mean, when I first started my job, lists were like the thing. I had lists for everything from what I needed to order to what I needed to go on the food shop and things like that. So that was great as well. So recently she's brought out this, and this has literally just arrived. I think it was a couple of days ago. I was so excited when this arrived, and I think the paintbrushes have arrived. I just had the door go. So yeah, so this is a book of lists. Now, this is what I've always wanted so much, because it means that I can actually start creating the lists. So actually I'm going to use this as my way of motivation to keep myself busy and keep myself going, because I don't want to get into that point where I was just after April last year with my car accident, where I did not get anything done. I just sat under a blanket and cried, and life was just not worth living at that point. I finally brought myself up to it, thank God, a year later. And this is why I want to share my story, and hopefully help everybody else, because I know I'm not the only one out there that has suffered from a bad experience, whether it's a car accident or something within the family, because obviously everything affects everybody differently. So yeah, so today is going to be list day. So I think I did start the other day just getting a few ideas down in my head. I love the fact that she actually has an example. On her Instagram she shows everything in colour, but this one obviously is black and white, but I love the fact that she just does things in such a normal way that everyone else would, but they'd be scared to share, and she's just herself. She's not being anyone, she's not trying to be anything, she's just being her, and that's what I love about her. I've always struggled being bullied at school. I've got ginger hair, obviously not that you can tell in this shot, but I'm not a small skinny girl. I'm quite short, and I'm quite tubby in all the wrong places, or in the right places depending how you want to look at it. Anyway, so back to the list. So this list I started it for today's date, and I just wanted to so I basically cut it down into different rooms of the flat, and I started listing all the different things I want to do in each room. So all the rooms need dusting, hoovering, things like that. And then I'm also going to have a to-do list. Now, she also uses her to-do list as a way of recognising what you have done. Again, I used them again after my car accident, because I'd go into work, I'd come home and think, I've not done anything. Like, I have not done anything at all. And actually, I sat down with my boss and she said, Maddie, write a list of what you've actually done. And when you write it down, it is amazing how much you actually have done, but your brain just does not register it. So for me, that was the best thing to do, and it works. And it just made me, kept motivating me and really changing my mindset of, oh my god, I haven't done anything, and panic of thinking, oh my god, what people are going to think, because that's what people do. People think about what other people are thinking of them, and it's never good. So I'm going to slowly work on this list, and I'm going to catch up with you tomorrow and let you know how I get on today. So hopefully going to wake the other half up, as it is now 11 o'clock, and I did kiss him when I went in to go and get my crackers, but he didn't wake at all. That's his fault for staying up on the PlayStation. Anyway, so thank you very much for listening. I hope this was really interesting. I'm going to try and keep up with this. I really want to motivate me and keep going. So I hope everyone stays safe during this really difficult time. Please stay indoors unless you're going out for a walk, but keep a distance from anybody. And speak to you all soon. Thanks, bye.